Okay, listen to me closely. As a society, we are bombarded with apps, products, and gurus giving us the same generic, ineffective, and boring advice to improve our mental well-being. But what actually works? How do we make this fun? And how do we make the smallest possible changes to give us the biggest possible long-term returns for our mental health? As a doctor and DJ, life is stressful. I've spent a lot of time feeling anxious, sad, lonely, or overwhelmed. So I did the research into these strategies for myself, and they have completely changed my state of mind, making me feel happier in myself, more fulfilled in relationships, and giving me the foundation to absolutely smash it in my careers. You need to implement every single one of them. So make sure you stick around until the very end. Let's go. Think of your morning routine as your launch pad for the day. It's not just about getting up and going through the motions. It's about setting the tone and mindset that will ripple through your hours ahead. You can proactively shape your day by building a structure into your morning routine, rather than simply reacting to things that happen. First things first, don't hit the snooze button. Set your alarm for a time that you're actually going to get out of bed. See, the evidence tells us that snoozing can actually make you feel more tired because you drift back into a light sleep, and you're likely to re-enter a sleep cycle that you won't have time to complete before the next alarm goes off, leaving you feeling groggy and disorientated. This is a phenomenon known as sleep inertia. Instead of getting restorative sleep in those extra minutes, the sleep you do get is fragmented, which leads to daytime sleepiness and decreased brain function, which will affect your mood. In the morning, you also need to hydrate with water. Our brains are 75% water, and during our sleep, we don't drink anything, so our bodies dehydrate. Water is the most effective and natural option. It's better to avoid sugary drinks and caffeine first thing because they can lead to energy crashes and dehydration. Hydrating with water will kickstart your mood and metabolism. Another thing you should build into your morning routine is moving your body. This could be a brisk walk, some gentle stretches, or hitting the gym like I do. I'll be talking more about this later, so make sure you stick around. If you've ever been to a spa or lit a candle at home and the scent in the air makes you feel totally relaxed, you'll be able to connect with me on this one. While the evidence on the direct impact of candles, scents, or fragrances on mental well-being is still emerging and might not be as robust as other wellness practices, there is a growing body of research that certain scents can indeed influence our mood. Here's what we know. Aromatherapy, which involves using essential oils and aromatic compounds from plants, has been used for centuries to help us relax and reduce pain. When we breathe in, the scent molecules meet the nerves in our nose, which are responsible for our sense of smell, and are directly connected to the emotional center of our brain, called the amygdala. Lavender has been associated with calming effects and helping sleep, while citrus scents like lemon or orange are thought to be energizing. So try this. Light scented candles or use essential oil diffusers to infuse your environment with these aromas, like lavender for relaxation, peppermint for energy, or vanilla for comfort. You can also add essential oils to your bath for a spa-like experience. I'm definitely going to try that. Guys, we are building an incredible community of people similar to us who want to improve their well-being and just have a great time during life. As a DJ, I throw parties for you guys in the most iconic locations in the world. To stay up to date with my events and mental health content, make sure you hit the subscribe button below and let me know in the comments who you are. Okay, this one might sound a bit wild, but bear with me. There are interesting studies out there linking cold showers to improve mood, memory, and energy levels. This is because the cold water activates our nervous system, as the cold we feel on our skin sends signals to our brain and releases endorphins. The research is still early days, but it's being taken very seriously by athletes for these mental health benefits, but also because the cold water has been linked to better muscle recovery, immune function, and reduced pain and inflammation. If you want to try this, do it this way. Start gradually by incorporating short bursts of cold water during your warm shower. Then gradually increase the duration of cold exposure as you become more used to it. Control your breathing. As the cold water hits you, focus on your breathing. Taking slow, deep breaths can help your body adjust to the shock of cold water and reduce the initial discomfort. Listen to your body. If you feel excessively uncomfortable, dizzy, or experience breathing difficulties, it's okay to adjust the temperature or stop the cold exposure. And remember, if you have any cardiovascular or health concerns, make sure you consult your doctor before trying this. Picture this: buying a coffee for the person behind you in line, or leaving an encouraging note on your colleague's desk. This sets up a chain of positivity for you and the person you're being kind to. Doing an act of kindness triggers the release of endorphins, making you feel happy and satisfied, whilst also reducing the stress hormone cortisol. Here's some acts of kindness that you can try today. Smile to a stranger as they walk past you. Leave positive notes for your colleagues or loved ones. Buy someone's meal or leave extra change at a vending machine. Paying it forward creates this beautiful cycle of generosity. Take the time to listen to someone who needs to be heard. Your empathy can make a huge difference to them. Or in the online world, you can leave kind comments on your friends' posts to uplift them. Simple, yet powerful. What is your body language saying to yourself up here? It's a two-way relationship. If you feel anxious, you naturally adopt anxious body language and behaviors. Closing in, crossing your legs, speaking quickly, taking shallow breath. But it also works the other way around. If you adopt anxious body language, this will drive your anxiety even further. There are interesting studies showing that people who practice confident body language, like smiling, speaking slowly, and breathing more deeply, palms open and legs not crossed, feel more in control of their emotions. So change one thing at a time. Practice at home first, then build it into social situations. Doing power poses, like when athletes win a gold medal, is proven to make you feel more powerful up here. You'll feel more relaxed and comfortable, but also the people around you will feel that energy, and that will help you build deeper connections with people, which in itself will improve your mental health. When you wake up in the morning, what is the first thing you do? If you're like me, you probably reach for your phone. We all need to cut down on our screen time. Reaching for our phone straight away messes with our stress and anxiety levels, especially when we're hit with notifications and we get a rush of information and stimuli on social media before we've properly woken up. Our minds need time to switch on naturally and gradually. Here's what I suggest. And truthfully, I'm working on this myself. When you go to bed, put your phone in a different room. Buy yourself a proper alarm clock, if that's your excuse for having your phone by your bed. Turn off notifications that interrupt your day. Every time your phone pings with a notification, that distracts you from what's present and isn't good for you up here. Yes, check your phone periodically, but do this on your terms rather than on your phone's terms. You can set screen time limits. There are apps out there that can do this for you. Also, designate tech-free zones where laptops and phones are banned, like in your dining area or bedroom. So, why should you do this? It'll improve your focus during the day, improve your sleep quality at night, and enhance your connection with the people you spend time with because you're not distracted by your phone. On a day-to-day basis, I post stories on my Instagram showing you my lifestyle and tips as a doctor and DJ. Make sure you follow me on there after this video and drop me a DM. You need to move your body every day to release endorphins and dopamine, the feel-good hormones. It could be as simple as going for a brisk walk outside to catch some vitamin D from the sunlight as part of your morning routine, hitting the gym after work, or finding another form of movement that works for you, like dancing. Here's why you need to do this. Exercise improves your sleep quality by increasing the time you spend in deep sleep and helps regulate your body's natural sleep-awake cycle. When you sleep better, you're happier. Movement also improves our sense of self-esteem and body image as we realize how physically capable our bodies really are, taking the focus away from how our bodies look to what our bodies can do. Talking of self-esteem, one of the proudest videos I've created on this channel is about how you can boost your self-esteem, self-worth, and self-belief in ways that don't require approval from anyone else but yourself. I'll link you to it at the end of this video. Imagine this, you're feeling a bit overwhelmed and you're desperate for a sense of inner peace. The idea behind meditation is that by focusing on one thing, that could be your breathing or music, and as you get distracted, you pull your focus back into the present moment. You start to learn to observe your thoughts and feelings and let them pass without getting carried away by their intensity. Yes, you can do this at the start or end of your day, but you can also do this during stressful moments at work. When I'm dealing with a few unwell patients at the same time, I can feel anxious and overwhelmed. So to calm myself down and to reconnect with who I am in the present moment, I do breathing exercises. If you're feeling stressed, try this right now. Breathe in for 4 seconds, Hold for 7 seconds and breathe out for 8 seconds. Pause the video right now if you want to give it a go. Now you know how to meditate. I'll be sharing some incredible meditation techniques over the coming months, so make sure you hit the subscribe button below. As a DJ, I had to bring this one in here. When we listen to relaxing music, our brains release all the feel-good hormones, as well as reducing stress hormones like cortisol, lowering our heart rate and blood pressure. Now, music taste is entirely personal. The tunes that make me happy might be completely different to what you like. And it depends on your mood too. When I'm in the gym, I listen to high energy dance music to get me pumped. But when I'm getting ready for work or driving in the morning, I love listening to some Afrobeat. Our tastes change too. And yeah, that's okay. Listen to what you're feeling. One reason music makes us feel emotions is because we often associate certain songs to memories and feelings from the past. Like when I listen to Avicii, it reminds me of when I was 18, clubbing with my friends in Greece, having the time of my life. What songs give you happy memories? Let me know in the comments below. The music itself helps us be present in the moment and can help us express our emotions, especially when you're having a good sing-along, if you're playing an instrument, or DJing like me or dancing. And going to concerts, clubs or festivals gives you that added benefit of social connection by having people around us, which is powerful for our mental health. When you're walking down the street and you smile at someone and they smile back, that has a lasting positive effect on your mindset for the rest of the day. What I love even more is chatting to strangers. This is so powerful because it reduces our feelings of loneliness, gives us a sense of belonging, and even boosts our mood. Even the science tells us that connection with new people releases the feel-good hormones. It exposes us to new perspectives and conversations that enrich our lives and gives us a boost of confidence when we successfully strike up these conversations. But how do you talk to a stranger? You can try the compliment approach, giving a genuine compliment like, "I love your shoes," or bonding over your shared environment. I do this all the time. I spend so much time working in cafes and I love to say hello to people who are sitting or working on the table next to me. If someone's reading a book that you've read before, that's your cue to start up a conversation. Remember, light-hearted small talk is absolutely fine. You've got to read the room and be self-aware about how you come across and be genuine. Some conversations will fizzle very quickly, others will lead to friendship. This is a skill that needs to become part of your everyday life. If you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel for more content on taking control of your mental well-being. Let's continue. Do you ever feel like your own worst critic? We can shift your inner voice from driving your self-doubt and insecurities towards uplifting and encouraging thoughts. You need to speak positive affirmations to yourself. Here are some examples. I am capable of overcoming any challenge that comes my way. I am deserving of love, happiness, and success. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions, and I choose to focus on the positive. The key here is to be specific with your affirmations, to believe and feel them, because they are true, and to repeat your affirmations consistently. You can do this first thing in the morning when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, as you're walking or driving to work, at times when you're feeling overwhelmed and need a boost of self-esteem, or before bed, you can write them in your journal. Imagine stepping out into a concrete jungle versus walking through a beautiful green landscape. Both of those create completely different mood states in you. Nature is scientifically proven to nurture your mental health. So by dedicating time to being outdoors, going for walks or hikes, or even having greenery at home, it's amazing for your well-being. Combining walks in nature with mindfulness is even more incredible. Next time you're in nature, try the see, hear, feel mindfulness technique. Focus on what you can see for 10 seconds. The trees, the footpath, the person you're with. Then focus on what you can hear for 10 seconds. That could be the birds chirping. Then focus on what you can feel for 10 seconds. The breeze you can feel, or the clothes sitting on your skin. Then repeat this until you feel a total sense of calm. You know that feeling when you learn something new and something in your brain just clicks? You feel like you've accomplished something. Listening to podcasts or audiobooks are a simple way to consume information and be inspired. I love hearing my role models be interviewed. I learn a ton about their journeys, and this inspires me in my whole life and career. On a scientific level, It teaches our brains to adapt and build new capacity, boosts our memory, and encourages a state of mindfulness when we're focused on what we're listening to. Do this when you have some downtime, like when you're driving. I'll link you to a couple of my favorite podcasts in the description below. If you've got to this point, thank you for taking your well-being seriously. Earlier I mentioned a video I've created on leveling up your self-esteem in ways that don't require validation from anyone else but yourself. I actually made that video because I was feeling low in myself and turning to others for approval, when in fact, all I needed was approval from within myself. If you can relate and want to learn how to do this too, make sure you check out this video on screen here, and I'll see you there.